Good morning, Ultimate Hustlers and Digital Empire Builders. It is that time for the Cortez Hustle Show. And today we're talking 10 strategies, 10 tips, 10 ways to increase your sales via your website. How do you make your website convert more? That's what we're talking about today. I found this cool article and we're going to break it down. I'm even going to show you my website and how I incorporate some of these things. So hustle on in here, man. Click that like button, click that share button. Tag a couple entrepreneurs that you know, and by all means, man, drop the name of your business and or your brand in the comments, and let's kick it this morning. Yo, what's up, Ultimate Hustlers, and welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show, the business podcast for the entrepreneur of the 21st century. And I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. Our goal is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how the world's greatest hustlers build amazing brands, scale their businesses to incredible heights, sell more, make more, and create mass movements that impact the world. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned vet or you're sitting on the sidelines with aspirations to one day unleash your inner hustle. This show will provide the insights into how pure grit, determination, and hard work has morphed into some of the most iconic brands and personalities and how they are moving the culture forward. You'll get a mix of solo shows featuring yours truly, as well as interviews and content from other hustlers that I either know personally or I've learned from or whose grind I've come to know and respect. And you'll also get exclusive recordings from our membership called Monetize My Life Academy, which you can check out at monetizemylifeacademy.com. That's a program where we go live every month with some of the best hustlers on the planet, sharing best practices on how we all can explode our brands with advanced branding and marketing tactics, business development strategies, and financial game planning necessary to build the empires we all desire. Again, that's at monetizemylifeacademy.com. If you like today's episode, chances are the hustlers you're connected to will like it as well. Share it with those in your network. And when you do, use hashtag Cortez Hustle so I can see you and hopefully give you a shout out and share you in my stories. So check out today's episode and make sure you subscribe to the feed on your favorite podcasting networks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am, of course, your host, Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, coming to you live and direct from the Local Biz Marketing Pro Studios right here in St. Louis, Missouri. If you're a small local business and you're looking to increase your foot traffic, you're looking to increase your online presence, you're looking to grow your revenue, then you need to check out localbizmarketingpros.com. We've got a free online marketing checklist for you, and you can book a free strategy session. Check out localbizmarketingpros.com. If you're looking to optimize your online presence, increase your lead flow, grow your revenue so you can expand your operation and contribute more to the community that you serve, then Local Biz Marketing Pros has the tips, strategies, and the resources to help you do just that. localbizmarketingpros.com. Today, we're talking 10 ways to increase your website sales. I don't know about you, but I've invested a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money into my website, and I want that thing to convert as well as it can because, again, it's a 24-hour salesperson, so you want to optimize that thing in a way that it creates as much revenue for you as possible. It's just not a digital brochure, which a lot of people treat their websites as. No, that website should be making you some money. It should be bringing in some leads. It should be bringing in some traffic. It should be bringing in some sales. We're going to talk about 10 ways that you can increase that. But a couple quick announcements, man. Office hours are back in full effect tomorrow, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We've got office hours today inside of our Facebook groups. I'm going to be dropping all kinds of knowledge on you as well. So there's two groups that we really love to serve that we actually own and control. Group number one is for solopreneurs, coaches, consultants, digital marketers. If you're trying to build a digital marketing agency, if you're trying to use digital products to grow your business and on your brand, then a Digital Empire Builders Worldwide is a group for you. If you are a local brick and mortar business and you're providing services to a local community, there's a different set of rules that you should be playing by. There's a different set of expectations. There's a different set of strategies. So check out Local Biz Marketing Mastermind if you have a brick and mortar style business and you're trying to grow in a local community. check out that business, because there's a slightly different way that you should be approaching the internet. Also, I'm thinking about doing a digital product workshop this Saturday. I just wonder if you guys would be open to coming to hang out with me on a Saturday morning. If not, then I can just do this for my own community, but I kind of want to open it up for everybody. So if digital products is your thing, you're thinking about adding digital products to your business, let me know in the comments if you would be open to attending a free workshop to help you understand the power of creating digital products, but then also the tools that you need to actually bring them to the marketplace. We'll include all of that in one massive workshop if that's something you guys are open to. So don't forget, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and all your brand. Let's officially get the show started. Y'all know how we start every show here on the Cortez Hustle Show. We start with a quote of the day. And today's quote says this: "He who knows he knows not is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods." That's Thomas Jefferson. He who knows he knows not is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods. When I read that, or I heard that this morning on one of my morning motivational videos, made me think about the power in curiosity, right? You have to remain curious. You have to always be seeking growth. You have to continue to want to put knowledge inside of your head to challenge the knowledge that previously existed, right? Especially in this ever-changing landscape of business and the fast pace that this world is moving at. You should always be challenging what's real, what's right, what's working, what's not working, by constantly growing your knowledge base, constantly putting information in to help you transform your thoughts, constantly putting information in to help shape the way that you are seeing in the world in present tense. But that curiosity is increasingly important. And in fact, if you look at all successful people, whether they are financially successful, whether they're successful in their families, they're successful in the community as their servants, whatever they are successful at, there's one underlying theme of all successful people is they remain curious and they're always growing, right? They're always growing. And that is the key to personal growth and self-development, is a hunger for knowledge, a hunger for truth, a hunger for information, a hunger to continue to expand your thinking. And when you really develop that, right, you literally become unstoppable if at some point you take action based on all of that information that you're constantly accumulating. And nothing wrong with nothing like accumulating a bunch of knowledge and doing nothing with it, and you're just walking around here with a bunch of smart ideas that you never execute on, right? So you accumulate the knowledge, you got to make sure that you are taking action based on the knowledge as well. So that, my friends, is the quote of the day right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by FB Ads Magic. If you are a service-based business and you're trying to use Facebook ads to grow your business, and the Facebook ads platform is a little confusing for you, you can't figure out how to get your ads up and running, get them approved, listen, Facebook Ads Magic has a template, a library of proven ad templates for you to build from, right? You can literally launch ads in seconds. We've got the email and text follow-up system already built in. There's 21 different niches for you to choose from, over 120 different campaigns that are already pre-built. And we'll give you 400 text message minutes per month so that you can nurture those leads as they're coming in through Facebook and get those leads booked on your calendar. If you're interested in that, comment Facebook ads, and I will send you the link to our Facebook Ads Magic project so you guys can see all about how we are helping small service-based businesses dominate their local area with a small advertising budget as little as $40 a day. Could literally bring all the leads and new customers that you need in your service-based business. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get to this article. Let me grab the link and I'll pop it in for you guys as well. I'm going to grab the link to the Forbes article. The Forbes article had 17 ways for you to improve your website sales. This one has 10, and I thought these were a little bit more practical, and I can actually show you how I execute some of these on my actual website. Don't forget to share the show, ladies and gentlemen. We are live strictly on Facebook from the Cortez Hustle Show page. That is the only place that you guys are going to be able to see the Cortez Hustle Show going forward. I used to put it in a lot of different groups and stuff like that, but I really want to grow this show page. So I'm only going to do it on the Cortez Hustle Show. My other brands are going to be left to do their own thing. So I'd appreciate if you tag others and share others. Share the show with others, but also let me know if you guys have any questions about improving your website sales as well. So this is from Convince and Convert, right? This is a website that is designed for helping online businesses grow through conversion metrics and things of that nature by, and the author of this one is a Kyle Anstey, right? 10 things you can do today to increase your website sales. How many of you guys have a website? Give me a one in a comment if you have a website and you know that you haven't done anything with it in a while, right? Hasn't been updated or anything like that, right? One of the things that we do at Local Biz Marketing Pros is we give all our clients, we do something like we do a website lease more than we do a big upfront cost to develop your website. And then every 2 years, we just give you a new website, right? We just kind of revamp that thing to keep it fresh because we know that business, you get busy in business and sometimes you got your stuff up and you just don't go back to edit, update, or any of that stuff because you don't have time, right? So that's the approach that we take. So in our fast-paced world, everyone wants instant results. We want our food prepared faster. We want to communicate with people instantly. And we often get impatient when it takes longer than 5 seconds for a website to load. The same can be said for those who want to increase the number of sales generated from their website. But as Beverly Seals said, there are no shortcuts to any place worth going. Luckily, there are a few ways that you can optimize your website to help generate more sales instantly. At ProfitWorks, we've learned a thing or two about conversion optimization and A/B testing, and we've uncovered a number of tactics to increase your conversions. We found that with most digital marketing methods, it can often take a little time to see results. However, you can implement these 10 things to help you today. Number one on our list of 10 ways to increase your website sales is keep your homepage simple and don't overwhelm your audience. Keep your homepage simple and don't overwhelm your audience. I'm going to actually do a little screen share. I'm going to show you guys, and I want you guys to give me your opinion. Do you think my website is simple, or at least the homepage of the website? I think that it is fairly simple, and we've kind of on purpose made it clean, made it flow very easily. So if I go to Local Biz Marketing Pros, and this is how we design our websites for our clients with the end user in mind. We design clean, simple websites that speak directly to the client. So this is the home, and this is the first thing you see when you land on our website. Digital marketing done right for local businesses, right? Who are we serving? Local businesses. So we want to call them out right at the onset. And there's our call to action. Get your free strategy call right now. We just keep it nice, clean, simple, right? So if we go back to the article, it says this may be surprising to some of you, as many people assume you're better off offering as many products as possible on your homepage to give your visitors a range of options. Entrepreneur, however, suggests that offering fewer products on your page with more text describing a specific topic will actually increase overall sales. So if we go back to my website, you'll see that all we're talking about is our local biz marketing services, right? How we can help local businesses optimize their online presence, right? Even though we're talking about 4 different ways to do it, we're really offering one thing. Get you a free strategy call and let us show you how to optimize your online presence, right? Lots of text, because when it comes to text on a page, the text is what the Google robots are going to search to help get you ranked in the respective industry that you're in. And a lot of people use lots of images, even lots of videos, but very little text, and wonder why they're not ranking and getting free traffic from the largest search engine in the world, which is Google, right? This works because it allows your company to focus in on one or two specific products and answer any possible questions visitors may have, right, about that one particular thing. One great example of a simple yet effective homepage comes from Electronic Art. So they give you this actual website and just kind of shows you an example of that. So number one on our list, if you want to increase your website sales, then make sure that your website's homepage, the very page that people are landing on, is simple. It's not offering everything that you have. That's why you have a menu. They can go through your services and find what they're looking for. But that homepage should be simple, and it should be heavy in text, so it explains the primary thing that you solve, the primary product that you serve. Most small businesses are lacking a digital presence. That's what we're selling. We're selling an increase in online presence, which increases lead flow, which also ultimately increases your revenue. So number two on our list, we're talking about how can you increase your website sales. Number two says add video to your key conversion pages. Now, you guys know that I love video marketing because I don't like to write so much. And it's easier for me to pick up my camera, pick up my phone, and talk about with conviction and passion about what we're doing and how we want to help small businesses, right? So Mashable claims that adding videos to some of your top landing pages can result in an increase in conversions averaging at 86%. Wait, what? Wait, what? 86%? Are you kidding me? Our brains process visual information about 60,000 times faster than text, which means that any visitors to your site absorb information in video better than they would by reading text. Learning about your product or service will be much more effective through video than through text. So if I go to, again, my website, you'll see that amongst the text, I also have a video that basically asks the question, would you rather be the best or the best known, right? And we talk about how the right online presence can increase your chances of becoming better known as the authority in your industry, even if you are not the best, right? So basically, everything in this video is the information that is written on this text, right? I'm just saying it in the video. So those who don't want to read the text, they go down and they watch the video, and the video breaks down who we are, what we do, how well we do it, why we do it, and why they should choose us, right? So adding video to your main conversion pages can help. A great example of adding a video to your homepage can be found at Ditto Residential. And again, they give you an example of what that actually looks like, right? Even with our homepage, just to have a moving element right when someone lands on the page, we've got a video background, right? So that's very, very important. So we have 2 of our 10 so far. Number 1 was make sure that you keep your homepage simple. Don't make it complicated. Don't try to sell everything that you offer. What is your main thing that you sell? What is the main person you sell it to? What is that main problem that thing is solving? And make your homepage only about that one thing, that one person, that one problem. And you will convert more and more and more people. You call out who you serve, you call out the problem that they have, and how you can solve it with efficiency and with ease and at a great price. So number 2 on the list was add video to your key conversion pages. And I believe one of your key conversion pages is your actual home page. So do not, ladies and gentlemen, for the life of me, allow your apprehensiveness or your anxiety about being on camera stop you from doing at least 1 or 2 videos, y'all. I know you may not want to do a daily video podcast like your boy, but you can pull yourself together and overcome your fear enough to do a couple videos that can increase your conversion, according to Mashable, up to 86%. I do almost anything that if I can increase what I'm trying to do, my results by 86%, I'm willing to try just about anything, right? So we've got 8 more to go, but before we get into those 8, y'all know how we do, man. It is time for 1-minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. Every episode, we do something called 1-minute motivation, where I play a short motivational clip, usually 60 to 90 seconds. So I'm going to ask you to give your takeaways. I'm going to give my takeaways. So let's get into some 1-minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show.
Are you a high performer because of your habits? Or are you a high performer in spite of your habits? If you were to list the things that you do consistently, especially on the bookends of your day, your morning and evening routine, the things that you do on a very regular basis, which percentage of those are helping you become the best version of yourself, and which of those are hindering you? Which one of those are moving you in the right direction, and which one of those are dragging you down? Here's your first actionable takeaway. I want you to write down a list of the things that fill your bucket. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. The things that charge you up, the things that give you energy, the things that make you smile, the things that add to your confidence level. I want you to write those things down. Then on the other side of the paper, with honesty and vulnerability, I want you to write down how you've been spending the bookends of your day. How you've been spending your morning and evening routine. How have you been spending the first 60 minutes after you wake up and the last 60 minutes before you go to bed? And then to complete the audit, I want you to compare the 2 sides of the paper. Compare the 2 sets of notes. And I want you to ask yourself one of the most important questions you can ever ask yourself. Are you doing the things that you know you need to do to be your best self?
Woo-wee, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is what's been keeping me up at night a little bit, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Because as I started to ask myself those 6 powerful questions as it relates to how I want to dominate 2023, I asked myself, what do I really want? I asked myself, why do I really want it? I asked myself, what am I willing to give up to get it? I asked myself, what do I have, right, that can help me on that journey? Who do I need to become? And then, why haven't I become that person yet? It boils down to this. It boils down to the things that fill my bucket, that move the needle. It boils down to what I do in my morning routine. And heck, y'all, I'll be honest, I've been falling so far off my morning routine, and I don't even have an evening routine. Well, I have an evening routine. It's just not an intentional evening routine. My evening routine is normally watch TV till I fall asleep, right? But here's the thing. He said, ask yourself, are you doing what you know? According to Think and Grow Rich, I know I should probably be recapping my day. I should probably be finishing tomorrow before my head hits the pillow tonight. Am I doing that? And I got to be honest and vulnerable with y'all. No. And here's the key. I didn't just learn that this week. I learned that years ago, and I still haven't implemented it. Could that be why I am not where I want to be? Could it be why I do not have what I say I really, really want? Come on, y'all. I can't be the only one, right? Are you doing what you know you should be doing in order to get the results Or are you like me, rationalizing why you're not? Oh, I get up so early that I'm just so tired, right? I've got Brendan Bouchard's high performance planner right here, and it sits right here all day, every day, and I never even crack it open, right? Are you doing what you know? So when I ask myself, what am I willing to give up? I got to be willing to give up some bad habits. I got to be willing to give up some time. I've got to be willing to give up some sleep. I've got to be willing to give up some old vices in order to replace them with some new, more productive vices. If I write that list of the things that move the needle for me, and then I write the list of the things that I do in the morning consistently and the things that I do in the evening consistently, and then I ask myself the question, why aren't you doing more of the things that actually move the needle, that actually fill the bucket for you? These are tough questions, y'all. And these are things that you have to answer for yourself. And you really have to get the right people around you to help you be accountable, to help push you into the right direction, to help call you out on your junk when you're rationalizing and making those weak excuses for why you are not doing what you know you need to be doing in order to win. Ladies and gentlemen, that, my friend, is 1 Minute Motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by Local Biz Marketing Mastermind. It is our free Facebook group. If you want to optimize your online presence, increase your leads, grow your revenue, expand your operation, and contribute more to the communities that you serve, that's what this group is all about. It's for local mom and pop brick and mortar businesses trying to figure out how to continue to grow doing what they're doing, but also how to add the internet in, how to add in social media, how to add in automation and different modern day techniques that can help transform and grow the business. Local Biz Marketing Mastermind is the place for you. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking 10 ways to increase your website sales. And we talked about number one, making your landing page, your home page, as simple and as easy to maneuver, read, and understand as possible. Number two, adding videos to the key conversion pages can increase your conversions on average, an average of 86%. Number three, the 10 ways to increase your website sales is create ways to capture email addresses. So many of us are not using the technology of today in the way that it should be used. And I'll admit, I am one of those people who I do have opt-ins on my website, but I don't send out regular emails enough, right? So email marketing is still a very viable method of digital marketing and produces one of the top ROIs across all marketing methods. However, you can't do any email marketing without email addresses, right? By creating methods to capture a visitor's email address, you create an opportunity to invite them back to your website through email marketing campaigns. So if we go back to my website, you'll notice that we have done just that. Our main call to action is book a strategy session. In order to book a strategy session, it's going to ask you to give me your name, phone number, email address, and pick a time on our calendar, right? So that's, of course, how we're going to grab this information. But also, in addition to that, because we're talking about optimizing your online presence, one of the other things that we do to create a create that opt-in as well is we offer a free online marketing checklist, right? Boom. So they can download this checklist. If they click here to download the checklist, then you'll notice that it's going to pop up with a form that asks them for their name, phone number, and email address. So this is huge, y'all. And I will tell you this, and I see this a lot with some of my clients. It's not, you can't just say, join my newsletter, y'all. Like on your website, if the only way you're trying to collect names, phone numbers, and email addresses is join my newsletter, that's not enough. Because I don't know what's in your newsletter and if it's going to be of any value to me. You see, I give away that online marketing checklist, and I break down exactly what they're going to get in that online marketing checklist and how it's going to solve their problem, right? You literally have to sell free. And a lot of people don't understand that. Even my strategy session, I break down that they're literally getting $500 worth of my time and some of the reports that we do for them for free and all of those things. They're getting a $500 strategy session, game planning call for free. So you have to sell free. You have to let people know what they're getting for free, right? Forbes suggests that one of the top ways to capture email is to offer them something of value, such as a digital download that won't cost your company anything. A great example of this can be found on ProfitWorks' website, right? So give them something of value, not just join my newsletter, right? Not just stay up to date with the latest news about my company. People don't care nothing about your company. They only care about their company. They don't care about what you got going on. They only care about what they got going on. So you have to give them something that moves the needle for them, and you got to spell it out so that it is clear that what they are exchanging their email or their contact information for has tremendous value, so much so that they'd be willing to give you not just any old email address, but their main email address. And the same is true when you market to them via that email address over time. You got to be sending them value, not just fluff, not just sales pitches all the time. I subscribe to the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, I'm giving them something that can help them in their small business. 20% of the time, I'm inviting them to a sales pitch, right? Think about that. So number 4 on our list, if you're just tuning in, we're talking 10 things you can do to increase your website sales today, right? Number 4, build trust with testimonials, associations, and case studies, right? This is huge. Many companies already understand the importance of social proof, but if you don't currently have a way to promote customer trust on your website, then you're missing out on its reward. Things such as testimonials, images of your staff, and case studies about your products or your services can go a long way to convince a visitor to choose you, right? One of the things that we provide in our sales opportunity system, which is the system that powers our website, is a plugin that allows you to pull in your Google reviews. So it makes it very easy for you to show what other people are saying about your business and on your brand. So these are actual Google reviews, and these are the actual people who left these reviews on my Google My Business profile, right? So when you can pull that stuff in, then it makes it super, super easy for you, especially if you're fighting for your reviews and you're making sure people are going to Google to leave you those reviews on a regular and consistent basis. Those things can easily be pulled in to your website. If you have video testimonials of people saying how great you are and how wonderful you serve them and the results that you were able to get for them, then those can also go on your website as well. Marketing Donut also suggests that you get as much accreditation as possible to help boost your online reputation, especially if face-to-face contact with your customers is limited or even non-existent. You can check out this list of testimonials from Westmount Signs to understand how they should be implemented. So anything that you can do to raise or increase your authority, right? I've written 2 paperback books and actually a 3rd ebook, right? So things like that give you authority in your space. When you think about certifications that you have acquired, associations that you are part of, like the local chamber of commerce, if they've given you awards and things of that nature, anything that you could do, especially like they say, if your business is primarily online, people want to know that you are real. They want to know that they are dealing with a real business. So as much information as you can provide helps them to understand that, no, this is not a fake website. This is not, I'm not going to send them my money and they're going to disappear, run off on me. No, that you show them that you have multiple ties to different entities and agencies, and the customers that you are serving are saying good things about you, right? So number 5 on our list, we're talking 10 things you can do to increase website sales today. Create content that targets key market segments, right? Otherwise, niching down. Creating quality content is a surefire way to increase both traffic and conversions to your website, but you should also spend some time targeting different market segments. Writing content specific to certain market segments helps you to draw in different customers, and it gives you the opportunity to express your expertise in their industry. It's a win-win. For an example, check out IBM's site where they offer full landing pages to a number of different industries. So this is where, if you have multiple services that serve different people, you can then do what we call location style pages. So for instance, I am based in St. Louis, Missouri, but the way St. Louis is broken up, there's St. Louis City, and then there's St. Louis County. St. Louis County is made up of 100 different small municipalities, right? So when I do my location pages, I write about what we do, who we serve, how we do it, how well we do it, but I call out a specific municipality. So I might be on one of my location pages says best website developers for St. Louis, right? But then we also have where I actually live in a town called Florissant. So then I might do search engine optimization for Florissant business owners. Now I'm calling out a segment of the geography around St. Louis. So when those business owners in Florissant are looking for that service, I'm able to rank in the search engines for those keyword search terms because I'm calling out that specific geographic segmentation of business owners. So you can do things like that, and not just geography, but I tell my clients all the time, especially my solopreneurs, coaches, and consultants, like, you serve a particular person, but where that person is on their journey becomes multiple people. So for instance, one of my clients likes to help single moms in insurance, right? But single moms can happen based on, hey, I had a child when I was young, in my late teens, early 20s, but a single mom could also be somebody who is recently divorced. You're serving the same population, but how they got to where they are comes from two different worlds. So your marketing should speak to those individuals from those two different angles, right? Hey, you're a young mom and you're single. You want to get your child protected with insurance. Hey, you're a single mom, recently divorced, trying to figure out how you're going to do this thing called life after you lost half of your household's income. Make sure you get coverage for you and your baby, right? So you can literally segment your marketing based on different sub niches within your main niche, right? So hopefully this is making sense to you guys, and you guys are having as much fun as I am today. If you are, give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching us on YouTube, follow, tag a couple entrepreneurs that you know that are trying to grow their business and get more sales on our website. So number 6 on our list, we're talking 10 ways to increase website sales. Number 6, incorporate upselling, right? This for me took a long time for me to get with, right? Because I, like most people, felt a way about sales in general. We have been taught that selling is sleazy. We have been taught that there's something unethical about sales. And the reason we were taught that, and the reason we received that, is because we've all dealt with someone who have been trying to persuade us to buy something that we didn't need, that we didn't want. But think about your dentist. That dentist doesn't seem sleazy, right? Because they're serving you. So if you're having troubles with sales, chances are you haven't come to the realization that you're doing people a favor by making it incredibly efficient to get what they need in order to solve a problem that they've been trying to solve. Incorporate upselling. How often does a salesperson at a store try to upsell you a product? If they're doing what their superior asks them to do, then your answer would be 100% of the time. If people can upsell inside of a business, is there a reason you can't upsell online as well? Shopify suggests that upselling is actually 20 times more effective than cross-selling online, even though we see the latter more often. Upselling, right? And Russell Brunson helped me to understand this, that every time you sell someone a product to solve a problem, you create new problems for them. I'm going to run that back so y'all get it. Every time you sell someone a solution to a problem, you create more problems for them. And when you understand this, it only makes sense that while you have that captive audience who you just created some problems for, you might as well be the one to offer them the solution to those new problems too. Apple sells you an iPhone. On that iPhone, chances are you're going to want some music on that thing. So they're going to sell you a subscription to Apple Music. Now, because they sold you a subscription to Apple Music, they created a problem for you. You need a way to listen to the music. So why not grab you some AirPods, iPod 2 or AirBuds, what are they? They're AirPods, to listen to their music, right? And if you're going to get some AirPods, then you're probably going to want a protective case to make sure that you keep all of that stuff intact. You're going to need some chargers, right? All that kind of stuff. They know that they're selling you a solution to one problem, and that solution is going to create multiple problems. So they're going to sell you the answer to the multiple problems that they created, and that multiple problems that they created, when they sold you those solutions, they just 10x the problems that they created yet again. So they're constantly got you in this loop of buying problems that solves, buying products that solves problems, but those products that solve the problems are creating new problems. So they're selling you those products too. Oh, I hope this is making sense to you. So upselling it only makes sense to upsell, right? Dollar Shave Club does an excellent job of upselling on their blades page as they draw you in with the promise of each blade being only $1, only to reveal more expensive premium options after you buy the first blade. We got 4 more of these to go, ladies and gentlemen. But as you guys know, we've introduced a new segment, and I don't want to get away from this. I want to hammer this in that we can all become millionaires if we understand the portrait of a real millionaire. We've been told that millionaires look one way on TV and media, but the way that we've been shown wealth has caused us to go after it in a way that we'll never obtain it. But if you understand what a real millionaire looks like and how real wealth is accumulated over time, you can certainly do that in a single lifetime. In fact, 80% of all millionaires are first generation wealthy. That means they were not born with money like we've been taught on TV. They built their wealth from scratch, and you can do the same thing. So this new segment is called Portrait of a Millionaire. So let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is true. Wealth begins in the mind. So a portrait of a millionaire, what we do in this segment is we give you the 7 factors of millionaires, and then we give you one common trait that millionaires share. So what are the 7 factors? They live well below their means. They allocate their time, energy, and money effectively in ways conducive to building wealth. That means they're intentionally putting their time, energy, and effort into building wealth. They believe that financial independence is more important than displaying high social status. Their parents did not provide economic outpatient care. Are you doing that to your children? Are you spoiling your children as adults? Not letting them fall down on their face, right? Their adult children are economically self-sufficient because they didn't get economic outpatient care. They're not giving it to their children, so they're forcing their children to become economically stable. They are proficient in targeting market opportunities. They look for things to help them on their wealth building journey, and they choose the right occupation. So those are the 7 factors of wealth. Here's a common trait among wealthy people. We have an average household net worth of 3.7 million. Of course, some of our cohorts have accumulated much more. Nearly 6% have a net worth of over 10 million. Again, these people skew our average upward. The typical median or 50th percentile millionaire household has a net worth of about $1.6 million. Ladies and gentlemen, we talked about them becoming wealthy in a single generation. A lot of us don't believe that it is possible. I'm going to give you one of my favorite examples. Robert F. Smith, right, came from very humble beginnings. Poor, working parents, didn't have no money, didn't get a bunch of money handed down or passed down to him. But today, right, I think Robert F. Smith is in his 50s. Today, he is worth over $8 billion. From zero to over $8 billion in 50 years. See, you can do it. You just need to A, know it's possible. B, understand that hating on wealthy people is not going to get you there. Understanding what they do, what they believe, how they think, how they behave, and the habits that they have will. And it starts by deciding that you want to be wealthy in the first place. Right? I have these 5 components to building wealth. Number 1, you got to define what that means to you. Number 2, you got to decide if you're going to be wealthy. Number 3, you got to draw out a plan that's going to get you there. Number 4, you got to discipline yourself to execute the plan. And number 5, you got to disassociate yourself from the people that's not going to help you or support you on that journey. We can build wealth. You can be rich, become a millionaire in a single generation, a billionaire in a single generation. People are doing it every single day. The question is, why not you? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the portrait of a millionaire right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by the St. Louis Griffins professional basketball franchise. We are super excited to have them as a client. We're helping them build a brand where they are literally paying their players to play professional basketball. They are creating jobs. They're creating opportunities. If you are a small business in the St. Louis marketplace and you want to partner with this brand and allow them to help you grow your business, then go to stlouisgriffins.com/partnership to learn all about how they can help you grow your business today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to finish up our last 4 ways to help you make more money or create more sales from your website. Number 7, it says clearly explain your value proposition on your landing pages, right? So you have to be clear about what it is you offer and also what separates you from everybody else. This is why having content, text on your website is important. You got to break down who you are, what you do, why you do it, how you do it differently than anybody else, how well you do it, but why you do it is also critically important. A value proposition is simply a sentence or two that promotes the value of your product or services. Conversion XL suggests that a good value proposition should have these three qualities. It should explain how your product solves a customer's problems. It should describe what specific benefits your product will deliver. It should explain why they should purchase from you instead of a competitor. Right? Three components of your value proposition. It should explain how your product solves a customer's problem. It should describe what specific benefits your product will deliver. It should explain why they should purchase from you instead of a competitor. It should have a so that statement, right? When I had Brian Keith McNeil on the Sales Confidence Coach, he talked about when you're talking about what you're doing and your unique selling proposition, you need a so that statement, right? So what do we do at Local Biz Marketing Pros? We help small local service-based businesses optimize their online presence, increase their lead flow, grow their revenue so that they can what? What do I understand that most small businesses want? They want to expand their operation and contribute more to the communities that they serve. They want to be able to hire more people. They want to be able to sponsor more little league teams. They want to be able to support their local politicians. They want to be able to give to the school board so that they, right? So I know what you want. How are you going to be able to expand your operation? The only way you can expand your operation if you increase your online presence, increase your leads, grow your revenue. That revenue, then you can expand. So that they statement forces you to bring in the benefits. Number 8 on our list. If you're just joining us, we're talking 8 ways to increase website sales. We're talking 10 ways to increase website sales. We're on number 8, install live chat, right? Live chat is important, right? And all of our websites here at Local Biz Marketing Pros, we give you a live chat, right? So if we go back to our website, you'll see that this little chat bubble down here is unique in one way that separates us from everybody else. Our chat widget is not email based, it's text message based. So our customers do not have to be anchored to their computer waiting on a response. When they text me, they can go on about their business and I can then follow up with them via a text message so they don't have to sit in front of their computer waiting on a response. Right? So let's see what it says when it comes to install a live chat. Live chat tools are a fantastic way to generate e-commerce sales, but they can also be used to address any questions visitors to your site may have. They're also more likely to be used than a contact form because they generate an immediate response. Right? Nothing wrong with having a contact us form. We have one of those on our websites too, but the live chat is where people literally will hit that little bubble. They'll ask their question. We can get back with them instantly, right? A great example of a live chat done well comes from Snap Engage. Not only do they have a chat available directly on the site, but you'll also receive a chat notification whenever you enter a page with a 404 error, right? So that chat widget, that little bubble is incredibly powerful. And again, so many websites out there, so many people out here scamming and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes just having that chat bubble again sets people at ease. Oh man, there's somebody real. I can talk to somebody right here on this website. Even if they don't use it, that's one of the things that people are now starting to look for to determine the legitimacy of a website. So you should have a chat widget on your website. Number 9 on our list, if you're just tuning in, we're talking 10 tips or 10 strategies, 10 ways to increase website sales. And number 9 is address objections. One way to improve the quality of your website is to address any objections or questions that may be directly answered through the content already available. So when you're writing your content on your website, it should never be about you. right? We are so far past the accolades of your company, right? We do this and we are the best and all of that. No, it should always be about the problem that you solve for that consumer, right? And if you think about it, you should know your customers so well that you know the questions that they're going to ask about the solution that you offer, and you should be answering those questions in your content before they even ask them, right? One great way to improve the quality of your website is to address any objections or questions that may be directly answered through the content already available. As suggested by the Harvard Business Review, it's more important to focus on keeping up with your customers, not your competitors. Sometimes we fall into that trap, right? What are other people doing? Take the time to go through your site and make a list of any hesitations you believe visitors may have based on the information already available. Critically evaluate your site in this step. Don't just assume that the visitor will be able to find the answer. You want to ensure everything is easily accessible. Once you've done this, provide a solution to the problems you uncover. Not only will this increase conversions across your site, but it will also make it more user-friendly. Last but not least, just tuning in, we're talking, how do you increase your website sales? We went through 9 of 10. Number 10 on our list is perform A/B testing. With all of the above suggested tips for increasing sales across your website, the one thing that is most important is that you A/B test all of these changes, right? Every business is unique, which means that their customers are unique. And creating and certain things will work for some businesses that won't work for others. By A/B testing, you can be sure to find out what works best for your website. Here are a few tests you can perform across your site right now. Changing up the text in all of your call to action buttons is a classic but easy test to run, right? The call to action button. So mine is book a strategy session, right? Mine is download your free guide. I might want to switch that up to see if I get more clicks if I change the language on that button. Test different headlines at the top of your traffic heavy landing pages. I've had pages leap from a 1% conversion rate to a 4.5% conversion rate just by testing out different headlines. If you have any stock images across your site, try replacing them with more candid photos of your business or your employees. For your contact page, test using fewer fields in your contact form. This generally produces a positive result. So these are things that you can flip, change, address. You test them, you leave the old version up, you create a new version, and you have your website sending the traffic to versions at the same rate, and you see which one of them performs better. And then the one that performs the best, you make that the primary page. And then what are you going to do? You're going to enjoy those results for a little while, but then you're also going to see if you can improve that anymore. Can you split test again to get even higher conversions or even better results? So that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for us here today. If you missed any of this, of course, the replay is available on YouTube and Facebook. And if you want to listen to the podcast, of course, Apple, Spotify, all of your favorite podcasting places, you can find the Cortez Hustle Show there. Don't forget to share the stream. The Cortez Hustle Show on Facebook only appears on the Cortez Hustle Show page going forward, and only appears on the YouTube channel going forward as well. If you want to see us live and engage with the show, those are your two options. But the replays, you can find them just about everywhere. So I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Until we talk to you next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.
You're tuned into the Cortez Hustle Show. Please like and subscribe.